Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's EDDBUD, and normally here I typically review running shoes, but today I've got something a little bit different for you. We've got a casual review of the LeBron 17 Command Force. Before I get into that review though, if you're into sneakers and running shoes, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications of when new videos are launched. And I'd really appreciate it if you give the video a like as well. Thank you. So back in 1991, a very young EDDBUD was very obsessed with a shoe that was almost unobtainable over here in the UK, the Nike Command Force. The Air Command Force was a basketball shoe with a really unique feature at the time. It had Nike's AirFit technology, which featured an inflatable section in the ankle collar. The shoe could be pumped up and then the fit adjusted to the wearer's specifications. I'll do a bit more history on the Command Force a little later in this video. So why am I talking about the Command Force? Well, this LeBron 17 colorway is inspired by that shoe from back in 1991. Certainly a maximally cushioned shoe with air both in the forefoot and the rear. You can see some specific nods here to the LeBron Witness 4 and the Alphafly Next Percent running shoe. Both of those shoes I just mentioned feature the air zoom pods in the forefoot with those tensile air fibres. The LeBron's got a really nice soft yet quite durable feeling upper. It's very similar to Flyknit. When I first picked these up and felt the upper, they really do feel quite similar. I dug out my old Zoomfly Flyknits here and there's certainly a similar feel to the Flyknit. And certainly the tongue section here, which is quite elasticated, is very similar to the rear horn on the back of the LeBron 17. Certainly when lacing up the shoe, you do feel that firm support across the whole of your foot. That upper's got a nice strong feel. I think it's going to provide some really good support, going to be a good casual option. It does say knit posit here on the very side of the shoe, but when you do touch these sections at the back, they do feel like they've almost got like a gluey quality to them. I think some of the parts are stitched and then the others are just covered with some type of glue. Certainly loads of padding in the rear of the shoe and around the ankle. Up on the top of these two protrusions here, you've got lots and lots of padding there. As I mentioned earlier, that back tab is quite elasticated. I don't know whether it's intended as some type of pull tab to help you get the shoe on, but I won't be grabbing at that to try to get the shoe on. It fits really nicely, your foot just slides straight in there. This one fits true to size for me. I went for a UK size 11, which is a US size 12. I've got relatively narrow torpedo-like feet, so if you're thinking about picking them up, I would suggest going true to size. So many similarities with this shoe to the Alphafly that Nike recently released to some athletes. It's just not available yet, really, that shoe, and due to the current issues around the world, I don't see it being available for some time. Nike does state that the upper here is heat molded, which got me thinking again about the Alphafly Next Percent, where that had a steam molded upper. This shoe I find certainly easier to get on and off than the Jordan 5. I recently picked up the OG Fire Red colorway of that one. There's certainly a lot more give in the opening here of the LeBron 17. I do see a nod to stability, as in the Infinity Run from Nike. Back here in the heel, you got this plastic heel clip. Could provide a little bit of stability there. I didn't feel that this was a ridiculously unstable shoe on foot. It's certainly nowhere near as solid as something like the Jordan 5, which you would expect. But when you first look at this shoe, it does look huge, that airbag at the back here. But I found no issues with stability. I found it really comfortable underfoot. I've spent long hours recently standing up working at my computer desk. Obviously we've all been in lockdown, and it's been really nice on the backs of my legs, and my feet just feel great in these. I found the knit to be breathable enough, even in milder weather. At present in the UK, we've got towards our summer, which we always moan and complain it's really hot. But compared to other parts of the world, where it's much more humid, perhaps there you might feel this shoe is a little warm to wear casually. I guess it's all down to the climate, where you live, your region, your location. So as I mentioned, we've got both forefoot and heel air units in the midsole of this one. Here you can see that C-shaped max air unit at the back. You can see the tensile air fibres in the forefoot air pod there. Very similar to the ones found in the Nike Alphafly Next Percent. Obviously that shoe's highly weight relieved. It's intended as a marathon or half marathon high performance running shoe. I think the use of them within the LeBron 17's quite different really. When he was going up to the basket, he was more worried about the impact as he came back down from taking that shot. I've got to say, so far the outsole has held up really, really well. Seems durable enough, and that was one area I was a little anxious about. Been watching one of Foamer Simpson's videos recently about one of the more recent Air Max shoes and some of the issues that he had with the rear air section. I was thinking one bad move, perhaps stepping on a nail or on a very sharp rock. I had visions of me crying and being really disappointed, but no issues as of yet. Outsole rubber here seems pretty durable, so for outdoor dog walking activities, on concrete paths, woodland areas and some gravel trails, no problems thus far. It's feeling really great so far. I do like the presence of the heel clip at the back here, and on top of the foot the feel is really nice. Very soft, very accommodating, very forgiving in fact. Over the course of the week I've been running lots of miles. I'm a non-elite runner. I've typically ran about 40 to 50 miles each week during the lockdown, and it's been nice getting my foot into these after long runs. Really forgiving shoe. I do like the presence of these really thick laces actually. They do stay put, they do not move around. They're just coarse enough that they seem to hold together. So I'm going to keep using these casually. I think they look awesome. The shoes are actually different in terms of the patterns and the colours used. Here in the right shoe you've got more of a red and a green, and on the left shoe there's more greens, purples, so they do look really awesome. Certainly the tongue is very similar to that Command Force I was talking about earlier on, and you've even got the presence of that Force logo up on the top around the heel collar. The LeBron symbol here, the king. As somebody over here in the UK who's been watching lots of basketball footage recently, certainly LeBron's stats really do speak for themselves. An incredible individual. I think I kind of like the right shoe colours best. The reds and the greens, they really do stand out. Got a feeling this one's going to be quite a difficult shoe to keep clean though, so I will update you on that at some point in the future. What are your views on this shoe? Let me know in the comments below. Have you bought a pair? Are you thinking about buying a pair? If you've got any questions about them, please post them below. One interesting bit of information I did find out about the air unit in the heel of the LeBron 17 was that it was at 25 psi. So it seems like that's the typical pressure that's put into the air units within Nike footwear. I think the women's Pegasus 37 was 15 psi. Be keen to find out what the PSI is in the larger Air Zoom pods at the forefoot of the shoes. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. So a little more history on that original Command Force that the new LeBron 17 Command Force is based upon. So you've got that awesome Force logo on the tongue. They've kind of recreated that really in the LeBron 17. You got the pattern paint across the vault parts of the rear of the shoe and the heel. It's certainly a super high shoe, I think you'll agree with me there. Lots of nods to the Air Mag and the Jordan line. David Robinson was a famous player who wore these back in 91 and 92 for the San Antonio Spurs. So Nike did actually retro the Command Force back in 2014, complete with that AirFit technology and the valve at the back of the shoe. See, it's quite a considerable unit. I wonder just how much that shoe weighed. You'll probably remember the film White Men Can't Jump, starring Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. That Ron Shelton film was a really big hit back in 1991. I think it was 91, could be 92. You probably remember seeing Woody Harrelson rocking the Command Force in that film. So they did get some big publicity on the silver screen. That just about wraps up the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. I'm going to try and do a casual shoe review every single month. If you've got any questions on the LeBron 17 or want to discuss the Command Force a bit more, you know I love discussing sneakers, please post your comments down below. I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications too of when new videos are launched. Smash that like button and share this video with your buddies. My name's EDDBUD and I'll be seeing you